Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But you look at this defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first. Isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Smith. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Play action. It's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
He does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
3rd and long, it's Smith.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Joseph's got it.
And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Mexico City.
Now Geno on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. On third down, here comes Swift.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
First down and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. There he goes, right side. He's to the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Tigers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
Eagles nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
They'll set up to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Called on a very strong gain of 24.
May not be the first day we think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards as the number 2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
Goes right back to Smith again.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hey, come on!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Swift going to try up the middle. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the gun, here's Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here.
And
going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot here before break. Smith. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's
both
where we
of these
find
coaching
Jonathan
staffs
Coachman ready with our
making
EA
their final
Sports
plans
halftime
for the
report.
second half.
Coach.
One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
A field goal the difference, a tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
There he goes left side. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Geno. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Smith.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Pollard going to try the right side. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Tigers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice run and some new digs for Swift, the biggest name to be dealt during this year's draft. Had some tough times in 3 years with the Lions, but the good news for him, he's now in Philadelphia and knows exactly how to get...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this time not quite to the 30, it'll be down at the 31-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts.
Yeah, no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, I almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? And touchdown! Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Tigers have retaken a third quarter lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Extra score, Tigers 24, Eagles 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Smith now to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught at the 25. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Touchdown! Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Tigers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. But they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
The throw over the middle taken in. Look at the big fella go. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Swift.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Swift again. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the 2nd straight play.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Great.
They will run it with Swift here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
73.
Hurts will throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's 2nd down. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Hook with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch him drop, and what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Back to throw.
Pass complete. Goddard. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Second and 6 coming up.
Hey, 73.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Mexico City, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.